What's going on, brother? We glad you called. You loyal listener, loyal follower of the show. We love Cold Crush.
Yes, we do.
What's up with you, brother?
Well, I'm listening to y'all, are putting it down, so.
We definitely. A lot of people.
What's going on?
We chilling, man. We celebrating this Hip Hop Appreciation Week. You know, a brother like yourself, an OG,
yes,
that laid the table for us to even eat from. You know, we always got to show you praise and love and respect. You know what I'm saying? And for people that may not know, briefly. I mean, I know the resume is long as the Bible. Run down who Tony Crush is, the Cold Crush brothers. Bring us from what 71 to today.
Well, I've been around from the first door, running around with Cool Herc and Breakout and Baron back in the days before I started the Cold Crush. Just been working on this thing, growing in this thing, and trying to really understand what this thing is about. It ain't nothing what you do, it's all how you live it.
Exactly.
Respecting it and trying to better the community with it,
Exactly. Are you surprised? Are you surprised how far hip hop's came in terms of just its longevity? Like when you first started?
I mean, when Jack was telling us that it would, we were saying it would. Because, we wasn't doing it just to do it. We was living it day and night.
Exactly.
It's like we was trying to eat off it, but we was just trying to spread the word that we felt it was better at the time than gangbanging.
Exactly. So do you think that when you look at your life, living the culture in retrospect, is there anything that you personally, Tony Crush, would do differently with what you know now that you would you go back to whenever you started, the information you have now, what would you do differently?
Well, it's not what I would do different. It's what I would want our parents to do different.
Oh, okay, the parents.
That's the root.
Because us as kids, we couldn't do no more than what we did.
Exactly.
Us as kids, we was young kids doing this.
Yeah.
So, I would want our parents to step in and say, pay more attention and, we like the kids going outside and changing clothes before we get to school.
Yeah.
We think we're doing the right thing, but we don't understand. We didn't understand the copyrights and,
Yep.
and all that. So I would want our parents to step in and say, "Hey, let me help y'all guide this." But that's what white people did. That's what Russell Simmons and them did.
Yeah.
They saw something there, and they positioned themselves to make the money, and not everybody else.
Exactly. And as I look back at that, it's like, when I look at today, when I see American culture, really the world culture, embracing hip hop and its advertising and its marketing, and it's like, there's a part of me that's like, wow, the forefathers, they benefited, but they're not benefiting how some people are benefiting. And it's almost like that happens a lot of times, even in black culture. It's like, we start something and it's like let it.
That happened all the time in black culture.
Yeah, exactly.
They did the same thing with jazz.
Yep.
They did the same thing with blues. They did the same thing with all our music. And, we keep, falling for it.
Exactly.
So right now they steering most of the artists towards pop. And and all that, because that's where the money at for them.
Exactly.
So it's all about waking up at the right time. And, we still ain't woke up. We still like, I want to do better than him, instead of grabbing his hand and say, "Come on, let's do good together."
Exactly. Where do you see, the culture going? Do you think it's in a stagnant state? Do you think it's growing, expanding?
I mean, when I look at something and they say Lil Wayne fans are the dumbest fans in the world, I'm like,
funky ass boom bap.
So Hank was security guard.
Wow.
In the club.
So it was happening then.
He was a bouncer. He was a bouncer. Then he started managing Cass, trying to help Cass out. Wow. That's how he got in that position. He wasn't no artist in the street. Mm-hmm. Come on. See, wow. That's what a lot of truth is left out. You know, a lot of truth is left out of people. When people start telling their stories, they start telling their stories like, they was doing a whole lot back in the days and they was in control of this. He was a bouncer.
Wow. He was patting people down.
He was working in the pizza shop, and Joey Robinson and them happened to come in there, and he was playing one of Cass's cassette tapes at the time.
Wow. We getting the real story raw. Wow.
Wow.
Come on.
Wow.
Come on. You hear in the record, he spells out Casanova Fly in the record. He didn't even have enough sense to take that out of his rhyme.
Wow.
He spells out Casanova Fly.
I had no idea what that.
Grandmaster Cass' name at the time.
Wow. Such a shame.
All that Superman rhyme, that's all Cass.
So, let me ask you a question. Does that, when you look back at it, does that bother you? Does that somewhere sit on you like, does it still bother you?
That bothered me. That bothered me due to the sense that all that money he made should have been cash.
Wow.
Yeah. All that opportunity flying around, all that should have been cash.
Yeah.
But but it really bothered me because your word is your bond, supposed to be back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
That was true.
Yeah. If you rob that brother, who else would you rob?
Exactly. So, when people use the songs or the Sugarhill songs and all of that, they're still getting the publishing and all of that on it?
Well, we don't even, Cass ain't getting nothing from it. He told Cass, I'm going to take care of you. He's still telling Cass the same thing. Wow. But it's like, as far as I know, Sugarhill is broke up now. Two of them is running around saying they Sugarhill, and then Hank is still running around with the Robinson kids doing shows at Sugarhill.
Oh, okay.
It's like, as far as I know, ain't no group on Sugarhill made any money.
Wow.
They still trying, from the Funky Four to the Crash to all of them. They probably got some money, but
they ain't caking it.
They still fight. They still in court trying to get some money.
Yeah.
Wow.
We
get more than.
Do you know? Is there any literary work that kind of tells the true story of that people can maybe pick up, or is that just from obviously that's the real perspective, but?
Well, I mean, it's probably stuff that people can find online or something that tells. Come on, she was working them as indentured slaves. Giving them pocket money and all that, and then trying, they had to work it off.
Wow.
Getting them cars on the company name and then taking it back.
Wow.
All that to keep them at bay.
So he was working at Domino's.
I don't even know it was Domino's at that time. He just
Little Caesars out there,
Pizza.
Exactly.
He was tossing the dough.
Exactly. Let me flip the script a little bit. Again, we got my man Tony Crush from the Cold Crush Brothers here live on
Crush
Direct.
Brothers, y'all.
WRFG 89.3, loyal brother from then. Give me 5 records, 2 from the beginning era, quote unquote, 2 from the 90s and 2 from now. Well, 6 records that you think can rock a party, that you would put on that can rock a party.
Well, I mean, I can't even answer that because, my man do 2 parties a year, 2 old school reunion parties. His DJs are Red Alert, Molly Ma, and DJ Lance from Brooklyn.
Okay.
And he's complaining about them playing the same thing.
Wow.
He's like, they not going in. The depth is not where I wanted to be. It's a billion songs that they can be playing. Mm-hmm. And when you doing a party and there's 3,000 people, and there's 3 other DJs. You trying to be the one that rocks the party, so they all go into this. They got this party lineup thing, and that's what they all go into, and they getting away from just playing music.
Okay.
You know.
Wow.
So it's like, come on, when you got people that old school people come there to hear old school music, so they're not concerned with the party rundown, and they want to hear what they ain't hearing on the radio. They ain't hearing from most DJs, you know.
Exactly. We're gonna wrap this up, but one last question. For a kid that's listening, that's loving hip hop, that's loving the culture, and it's kind of need some guidance from somebody that's been there, done that. What kind of guidance would you provide them, just verbally?
Don't follow the pack. Do your own thing. You know, don't be afraid to tell the truth in your music. Come on, cats is so fictitious on their songs, and they trying to be so to the left so they won't be right.
Yeah. Good one.
So, you know, come on. I don't want my son or daughter listening to something about Molly, a drug that you know can kill them in an instant. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want that. How you want your kids to listen to records about, you know, they might as well be selling drugs on the record.
Exactly.
They kids that way.
Yeah. That's so unfortunate, you know, and you know, I was in a debate with not necessarily a debate, but you know, and I was saying earlier that people just say Lil Wayne, say Waka, whoever's on the top of the charts, 2 Chainz, that's hip hop, and hip hop is going down the drain when the culture is just so much more than that. And that's just sometimes that frustrates me, but that's what the kids are listening to.
But you know? that just tells you who know what hip hop is and who don't.
Yeah.
It ain't the music that's hip hop.
It's the culture. Yeah, it's much more than that.
Yep.
Wow.
You know, it's the upliftment. You know, uplifting people.
Exactly.
Yep.
You think I wake up 3:30 to call in because of music?
You know what I'm saying? Oh. That's true, and we appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? It's on the late.
Yes, we do.
But you know, that's what hip hop will do. It'll get you up at 4 in the morning on some on some wildness or just on some let's build. But that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? It has a lot of sides. You know what I'm saying?
Africa Bambaataa just got his doctorate.
Wow.
You know, he just got his doctorate at Cornell University because of the culture of hip hop, not because of music in hip hop.
The culture came first. Culture came first. Culture will remain last.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate your man that's doing the bar exam thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I'm listening. That sound hot. You know, right now we doing the Who's the Best MC thing up this way. You know, and we trying to get them to name the Bronx the home of hip hop. We trying to we trying to do the international hip hop parade in the Bronx. But we got agents in 24 different cities, Canada and Puerto Rico plus, you know, and trying to get them to bring their hip hop to New York and represent their hip hop. We got agents in Atlanta. We got agents all over trying to get people to, you know, come to New York and represent hip hop from where they from. Not, you know, not hip hop in New York. We want them to represent hip hop from where they're from.
Wow.
The culture of hip hop, not just the music, supposedly music.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
But out of 100 people, it might be 80 people that don't even know what hip hop is, and they think it's because they pants is sagging, because they just made a hot record. They think that's what hip hop is.
Nope.
Exactly.
That's why you got cats like us who hold the torch. Keep it real at all times, man.
Yeah, exactly. Tone Crush, we appreciate you for calling in. You want to hit them with your social connects or what have you?
Yeah, Tone Crush all day long online. Just hit it.
Word. No doubt.
Legendary.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thank
love
you.
is love. Happy hip hop appreciation. No doubt.